Hi, I'm Raskar from Mudcrab Stole My Bike, and this is Elder Scrolls Online. So the videos featured within this playlist are going to be primarily focusing on SkyShard locations. Now, SkyShards are these little shards in the ground that you can interact with, and when you collect 3 of them, you will be awarded with a skill point. Now, SkyShards are located in loads of different areas throughout the map. They could be within instances, they could be in the PvP areas, on top of a mountain. They won't always be, part of the main questing area. Some will, but not all of them. So again, SkyShards are an easy access to extra skill points. All you need to do is just go and click 3 of them and you get an extra skill point. Right, so skill points. Skill points can be used to purchase stuff to do with your class. So, I'm playing a sorcerer. If I want to buy some dark magic abilities, I currently have no abilities, so I can just purchase this ability if I want to. And there we go, it pops up there. Now you can also use the skill points to upgrade your abilities further. So if you scroll down to the passive abilities section, you'll see that for dark magic based abilities, if I were to purchase this, it will reduce the cost of stamina and magic when using that ability, which is is always good. Now something to note is that the passive abilities within, say for example, dark magic won't transfer over to Daedric summoning. So if I've purchased abilities in Daedric summoning, they won't be affected by these passive abilities. So it's to kind of encourage you to stick to one type, but again, it gives you options to just mix and match. Now weapons are a bit different. Weapons, as different from other MMOs, the game doesn't punish you for using a particular weapon. So again, I'm a sorcerer. If I wanted to use a bow, I can. All I need to do is just buy, equip a bow and buy abilities for it, and again, they work very similar to the abilities for your class. So it gives you a bit more option instead of just rolling a sorcerer and then going, oh, I can only ever use staves or like a one-handed dagger. You can have the option of using a big-ass two-handed sword if you want to. But again, it costs skill points, so you don't want to go too mental with it. You don't want to have just like one skill in everything, because your character's never gonna really progress using that. But at least you have the option. So armor's a bit different as well. The armor passive abilities are determined by how many bits of that particular armor you're wearing. So if you're wearing half medium, half heavy, you'll only be able to use some of these abilities like this one with 1 or more pieces of heavy armor equipped. You then get whatever bonus. Whereas if you had the bracing ability and you weren't in full heavy, this effect wouldn't be applied to your character at all. So again, it's encouraging you to use a full set of the same armor type, but it's not entirely punishing you for not doing so. It gives you a bit more freedom with your character as well. Racial skills are just skills that are specific to your race. Like for example, Nord has two-handed expertise, frost resistance because they're from Skyrim. They've made it very lore-centric. Whereas if you're playing a Dark Elf, they wouldn't have the two-handed sword expertise or the ability to give yourself frost resistance. Now, crafting's a bit different as well. The crafting in this game's quite intricate at some points, so you want to invest a little bit of your skill points into these as well, especially with hireling. That's an awesome one. When you go offline, your hireling will pretty much go and gather materials for you, so when you log back in, you'll have a nice mail waiting with you with some resources and runestones. And this one's pretty cool as well. So when you're out in the open looking for runestones to go and harvest, this one will make it a bit easier for you to see, whereas the normal runes are just kind of like these little blocks. This will give it a spell effect around it just to make it a bit more obvious and help you out a little bit. So that's pretty much what you can spend skill points on, and SkyShards. Going back to the game, this is where the first SkyShard is located in the Ebonhart campaign. I've already collected it. It doesn't look like this, but you'll see what they look like later on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Have fun and happy hunting. Okay, so SkyShard number 2 in Bleakrock Isle, the number 1 being within the starting zone that we just looked at, is located to the east of the main town. So the main town, Bleakrock Village, just pretty much head east up into this little area up here. You'll get to the top plateau, which looks a bit like this. and then just right behind this rock is the SkyShard. Okay, SkyShard number 3 in Bleakrock is located in Orkey's Hollow, which is directly to the north of the Bleakrock village. So just head north, cross the little lakey bit, and then you'll come to a place that looks like this, where SkyShard is located right inside the cave entrance. And as you can see, that'll be my third SkyShard, and it's given me a skill point. So to get to this next one, you need to start the quest called Huzin's Folly. You get it from Sergeant Sane, which is just outside the Huzin base camp, where I am now. So if you pick up this quest, you then get a quest to go and enter this village. So once you enter the village, you'll be required to interact with 3 different items located in various buildings. After you finish that, you'll then be given an extra quest to enter the mine. So what you can do to get into the mine where this last SkyShard is located, you need to go around, kill a couple of mobs or loot chests to get a Frost Edge bandit disguise. If you then equip it and interact with the door, the dudes will let you in if you select lie.
Quick, come inside.
So once you're in the mine, if you just progress from the starting area here, just round to the up here, there's the last SkyShard of the zone, and that's Bleakrock.